understandable that sometimes these things do take time on you. But the king and the queen did have a child. I mean, they do have a child by the time you meet them, which is now, at the first birthday party of the princess. They had a daughter, you know, so she became the princess. And today she is 1 year old and they're throwing her a big party at court. But something is not right because
as today drew near for the infant's first birthday party, the king wrote all the invitations with his own hand. Unfortunately, someone was forgotten. Now, it does not normally matter when someone is forgotten, only you must mind who. The king forgot his not-so-dear sister, the evil but impeccably fashionable Princess Make-A-Know-It. Forgetting to invite Princess Make-A-Know-It to the infant's birthday party would not have been such an unforgivable faux pas in itself, had not the king also forgotten to invite Princess Make-A-Know-It to the Gala Week of festivities, which had been held a year earlier in honor of the Queen's giving birth. Now, to be left out of the two best parties in 1 year's time, it was simply too much to bear. Princess Make-A-Know became determined to seek revenge most foul. Achievement is an all-gold-plated safari hat with emeralds and rubies inset to unmistakably announce her royalty. Lions, move over in this set, but she is truly the queen of beasts. And what a hot target. Who's that?
come to say merci beaucoup, because you've made the bad mistake of forgetting me to share the birthday cake. Listen and try it this. I'm going to ruin your bliss. No more happy birthdays for your little girl. I'll put a curse on her that'll make your head swirl. The revenge I choose is sweet. Your baby will never need her feet, for she'll float upon the air, above the highest stair. The lesson you will learn from the trouble you will get is, if it's your sister you spurn, she'll make sure you won't forget. If big parties are my passion, social functions are my niche. I'm Princess Make-em-Know-It, and I'm a real witch.
She's put on her best gown and come to the palace. She has been received by you, the happy monarch. All seems well, but it is not, and why to invite her? You forgot. Now we're all gathered here at this lovely party. She moves about amongst us as though she belonged. Watch her how she tries to look so cool. There's evil. You're plus.
Light of spirit by my charms, light of body, every part, never weary, in arms, only crush the parent's heart.
What is Make-em-Know-It muttering? Do you think she has lost her mind? This whole thing is embarrassing. She repeats the nursery rhyme. Has she been struck with paralysis? Then this baby's light is my analysis. How did a woman reach the stage of depravity? How did she rise the princess of her gravity? Mother, she has no weight. She's like a feather in my arms. She's like to Oh, my baby has lost her gravity. The princess has lost her gravity. She's floated up to the ceiling, sire. Well, don't just stand there, Jane. Get the tongs. Get her down. She's lost her gravity. Yes, she's lost her gravity. She's lighter than air. Her feet will never touch the ground.
Her atrocious aunt had deprived the princess of all her gravity. If you ask me how this was effected, I answer in the easiest way in the world. She had only to destroy gravitation. For Princess Make-em-Know-It was a philosopher. She knew all the ins and outs of the laws of gravitation. And being a witch as well, she could abrogate those laws in a moment and bend them any which way she would. So here we have the light princess. Notwithstanding upward occurrences such as occasionally being whisked away by thoughts of very wind, which might mischievously carry her out an open window, or once or twice getting a trifle city due to a jaunty journey up the cook's chimney while leaping toward the cookie jar, all which brought gray hairs upon her parents. The little princess laughed and grew, not fat, but plump and tall. She reached the age of 17 without having committed anything worse than laughing at everything and everybody that came her way. She could never be brought to see the serious side of anything, and she would laugh at the most tragic occurrence. In her laugh, however, there was something missing. I can't describe what it was, but I think it was a certain tone depending upon the possibility of sorrow. And though she laughed, she mouse again.
Right, your big poppin' freshness.
The queen was in the parlor, eating a bread and a honey. The queen was in the parlor, eating a bread and a honey. Come on and eat the bread and the honey. What are you crying for? You gotta eat the bread and honey. That's the way the rhyme goes. You wanna mess up the tradition? What's the matter? You cry like that, you silly queen.
What are you doing here, you lousy cook? I'll have your head.
No, Bigga Cheese. She just burst into tears. Cook no fed her nothing.
What are you crying for, dear?
I can't eat it.
No wonder, you've just eaten your breakfast. 2 turkey eggs and 3 anchovies.
No, that's not it. It's my child, my child.
You can't eat our child. What do you think we are, cannibals?
No, I just can't bear it that she is so light-bodied. Oh, I am the most unfortunate woman in the world.
Can you bear this? Well, what's to be? Well, what's to be done?
You might try an apology.
To my sister, you mean? Oh, men. No, that never works. She holds grudges like a steel trap in a Georgia china shop. Or is that like a hot glue and steel asphalt?
Well, what if we asked her? Our daughter may be able to suggest something herself. She will at least know how she feels and explain things to us.
A steely Chinaman trapped in Georgia?
Dear,
The court decisions. We'll ask that.
no! They'll break her into little pieces worse than a bowl in a china shop.
That's it!
What a great face this mama makes. She squeezes water out of her cheeks. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. I laugh so hard I start to cheek. I laugh until my knees got all weak. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. What a noise this papa makes. He stomps and yells until he grows red. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. I laugh so hard I start to shake. I laugh until my lips are all red. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
Do it again, Papa. Do it again. It's such fun, dear. Funny, Papa.
My dear child, by this time you must be aware that you are not exactly like other people.
Oh, you dear funny, Papa. I have a nose and 2 eyes and all the rest. So have you. So has Mama.
Now be serious, my dear, for once.
No, thank you, Mama. I'd rather not.
Would you not like to be able to walk like other people?
No, indeed. I should think not. You only crawl. You're such slow coaches.
How do you feel, my child?
Quite well, thank you.
He means, what do you feel like?
Like nothing at all that I know of.
You must feel like something.
I feel like a princess is such a funny Papa and such a dear pet of a queen Mama.
Now really.
Oh yes, I have a curious feeling sometimes as if I were the only person that had any sense in the whole world.
Is there nothing that you wish for?
Oh, you dear Papa, yes.
What is it, my darling?
I've been longing for it. Oh, such a time. Ever since last night.
Tell me what it is.
Will you promise to let me have it?
Tell us what it is first.
No, promise first.
You dare not. I dare not. What is it?
My inherited to your promise is to be tied to the end of a string, a very long string indeed, and to be flown like a kite. Oh, such fun. I would rain rose water, and hail sugar plums, and snow whipped cream, and
Right, let us consult the College of Metaphysicians.
Lady Chamberlain! You bellowed, sire. Get me the College of Metaphysicians.
Very good, sire.
We are copycat and humdrum. When we come, you'll pull your hair. We know about facile distance and equals and t-squared. We work hard all day long with each other. We're annoyed, but when we're done, all is focus. We follow Hegel and Freud. We sometimes like to argue because we have such high IQs. We spit out physics problems in 4s and 3s and 2s. Our wondrous great story we're always glad to tell. We're just two philosophers in the kingdom of Lackavel.
yonder.
Humdrum, your proposition would be condemned by every breed of philosopher.
Would not. Gentlemen, my daughter has no gravity, and we...
You fraud! You committed a false syllogism.
I'm not. Gentlemen, we need your advice.
I'll knock you right out of the temporal sphere, you...
Violence! I will defend my proposition hand and foot. Hegel and Freud!
Hey, whatever problem is swallowed. Concentrate on the problem at hand.
What problem at hand?
You've got a problem with your hand?
Well, that's not our problem.
That's a problem for the court physician.
We're the court metaphysicians.
Big difference.
Quite.
No. What's the answer?
The answer to what?
The problem.
Problem with your hand?
Call the doctor!
Here, what's wrong with your hand?
Nothing's wrong with my hand.
Problem solved!
No. The problem is the girl in the air. The girl in the air.
Brilliant grasp of the obvious, sire.
She is in the air.
Undeniably.
Hi.
Ooh, get her down. Get her down. How do we get her down?
Down.
Which part of that word don't you PhDs understand?
Well, down, your majesty, is rather a relative term.
Yes, sire, you see, she is rather down since she is contained within the confines of these walls.
It would seem that she is just not quite as down as us.
But we are not really down either, because we are, after all, on the top floor of a high tower.
So to your subjects, we are quite up.
Yes, they are down.
But to a rodent,
Such as a mole or a rabbit who lives underground,
your subjects,
who are down to us,
and we up to them,
are up.
so the problem actually becomes,
How do we get the princess up?
But the princess is already up.
problem solved!
Hegel, bless us, everyone!
Wait a minute. Dear, you haven't solved anything. I know, dear. Give me up. The princess is still above us, sire. Hi.
Hello.
Copycat. Humdrum.
I suggest you word it as to express the fact that we need to get the princess on our level, sire. Not my level, certainly. Oh, no, lady. No one could be on your level, certainly.
I'm gonna level everyone if I don't get some quiet.
Now let's be level-headed, sire,
And try to remain light-hearted.
but not light-minded, of course.
Ooh, an open window and a lake below. Bye, Mama.
Wear light jackets here.
Quiet.
This is certainly nothing to be taken lightly, sire.
I know.
We must try to keep the discussion on the right level.
Right. Level. No.
No?
Not you, dear. Them.
Oh, me?
No, us, or rather, we!
Me? No, we are them.
Us?
No, we.
We!
Who? We.
All the way home!
Anybody see how big it is? Quiet! Now look, the next person who talks other than me loses his or her head. Now you philosophers, I want you to use all your brain power figuring out how to get my daughter, that girl there, onto the same physical level as everyone else who walks on two legs. Got it?
What girl?
You idiot! The girl right up in the corner of the room! The one who isn't there! The one who isn't there! Chamberlain, where's the princess?
I don't know, sire.
I think that she flew out of the window.
My baby! Chamberlain!
Yes, sire.
Call out the army, call the navy, call the cavalry, find my daughter, whatever it takes. Nurses!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Get my wife back here and calm her down! Guards!
Yes, sire.
After you find my daughter, roast that cook!
Holy pizzeria.
On or about the time that the princess pushed off the balcony to test the waters in the lake beneath her father's castle, the son of another king was scouring the surrounding countryside, looking for the daughter of a queen or any other trouble to get into, as princes are often disposed to do. He traveled far and wide, but no sooner would he find a princess, but he found some fault with her. Whether the prince was so near perfection that he had a right to demand perfection itself, I cannot pretend to say. All I know is that he was fine, handsome, brave, generous. Well, everything you would expect him to be. How do I know this? Well, I am the prince's sidekick. Through thick or thin, combat or good, by my princess side, I've always stood.
Besides, Shorty, I gotta get his stick in the mud and his soft stuff and back into the game again.
Wait a minute.
Come on, alley-oop.
Wait a minute. You can't do that. Who are you?
Look, Mac, I got no time for any of your heroics here. Just get out of my way before I'm forced to smite you roughly upon the brain.
Not until I find out who you are. I am the prince's sidekick. Home bad or good, by my princess side, I've always stood. Thanks, sidekick.
Poetry.
Now, who are you, and what do you have to do with my prince?
I'm this place kicking the pants, and this prince with the inactive attitude is holding up the progress of the plot action. So henceforth and heretofore, until further notice. Come good or rotten, thin or thick, to this slacker's butt I'll always stick.
No, wait.
Move to the late.
How? Do the exposition.
Well, crank it out, flyboy. I ain't got all night.
At length.
No legs, make it short.
Shortly, the prince entered another wood, not a wild forest, but a civilized wood, in which a footpath led him to the edge of a lake. Strange sounds. Strange sounds. Will you shut up? Sorry. Strange sounds were coming from across the lake.
My new passion is to get somehow into the water to swim. Upon the surface, I will paddle, then dive and float and skim. I'll have some suits made that will emphasize my figure so trim. Don't tell me water is bad, the exercise will keep me slim. From now on I'll hold court in the water. I'll have the servants fill the bathtub to the brim. In fact, why not? I pop build a gym with a pool. I'll hold court there and you can meet me at the rim. We'll have great spotlights which will shine when days go dim and nightfall or when winter comes. Even on Sundays let the priest come with his boring homonym. Do not worry, I'll not suffer from sogginess of limb. I'm not be waterlogged or wrinkled, nothing half so grim. Just let me have my wish, 'tis not a whim but a vision of new vigor. 'Twill make me serious enough even to sing a hymn.
The princess laughing. Now there was something strange in her laugh, for the hatching of a hearty laugh requires the incubation of gravity. That may be why the prince mistook your laughter for screaming! That girl in the lake is screaming! She must be drowning! I must go save her!
Hey, not bad. You gotta move it. Now, for a tad more explaining along the way, the princess pushed herself off the balcony, and with the aid of a rock, she made it. Carved loose. As soon as she touched the water, gravity was restored to her. Or at least a partial. Hey, you mind? I'm trying to tell a story here!
Sorry!
Or at least the partial gravity one experiences when one is underwater. The princess swam and laughed. See what I mean? The prince thought she was screaming, and into the drink he goes to save her.
Whoa! Oh, you naughty, 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 naughty man! I'll tell Papa. Oh, no, you won't. Yes, I will. What business did you pull me down out of the water and throw me to the bottom of the air? I never did you any harm. Pardon me, I did not mean to hurt you. I do not believe you have any brains at all, which is a worse loss than my retrogravity. I pity you. Put me up directly. Put you up where, you beauty? In the water, you stupid! How am I to put you in? That is your business. You took me out, you put me in again. Very well. How do you like falling in? Is that what you call falling in? Yes, I think that is a very tolerable demonstration of falling in. Seemed to me like
Going up. My feeling was certainly one of elevation, too. So how do you like falling in? Beyond everything, for I have fallen in with the most perfect creature I have ever seen. I have already fallen in love with her. Either makes her more charming. As far as I can see, she has no faults at all. A person that gets all that is attracted me. No more of that. I'm tired of it. But you like falling in then. It's the most delightful fun I've ever had in my whole life. I wish I could learn. To think I'm the only person in my father's whole kingdom that can't fall. I should be most happy to fall in with you anytime you like. Thank you. I don't know. Perhaps it would not be proper. But I don't care. At all events, since we've fallen in, let's swim together. With all my heart.
There she is, Her Majesty. We found her. She's in the lake.
Princesses overboard. Princess, princess, how? She's overboard, overboard, overboard.
I can see she's in the lake, you dolts. Stop shouting in my ears. Lady Chamberlain, see if she's all right.
Yes, Your Majesty.
All right. I'm absolutely precious. The passion of my life is to get into the water. Until now my chronic likeness has made my life a blur. One big toe in the water and I begin to purr. I don't even care if I spoil my elegant coiffure. Don't try to order me out of here by royal transfer. If you do my towering wrath, you will incur. Get out your calendar and make a schedule for me de rigueur, which guarantees me hours in the water. Dear, who's that strange man you're swimming with? Oh, he's not so strange, Mama. He's a prince who I've fallen in with. A prince? My baby's fallen for a prince. She'll leave the nest soon.
How's that? She's fallen in love with the prince?
What's he? Prince of the pond? Prince of the swamp? The frog prince?
At least he's clean, Your Majesty.
I'll do the jokes around here, Lady Chamberlain.
Yes, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, how is it that she isn't floating out of the water into the air?
Well, I'd imagine that young whippersnapper's got a pretty good hold on her. I would too if I loved a filly as pretty as my daughter. Wouldn't you? Stupid philosophers don't know the first thing on how nature works.
No, sire. She's at least 5 feet away from him.
So she is. Hey, sweetheart,
Yes, Papa?
how come you aren't floating away, sweetie?
What? You want our daughter to fly into space? You monster!
No, that's not what I meant at all, dear.
Well, Daddy, when I got in the water, I found some gravity. At least enough to stay in here. And I'm so happy in the water, Daddy. Can I stay here forever and ever and ever?
We see that the water did her much good. We feel that the earth would do her yet more good. Buried her alive, yes, alive for 3 years.
Off with their heads! No!
Cosmic.
Why, that fool princess cannot have discovered happiness in the water, partial gravitation, and a handsome prince all in one day. Fortune cannot be so much against me. Why, that silly girl finds more pleasure in the water but I will soon set my course back on track. The king and the people shall die of thirst. Their brains shall boil and fizzle in their skulls before I lose my revenge.
Ooh, honey, you're making the hairs on my back frow with that creepy laugh of yours. What are you gonna do with them? Light up the sun, put toads under pillows, dangle a scallop, and the toads don't have to jello. Melt down the moon, turn the earth to powder, blow up a moon, so it makes the sea a chowder. Tooth for a tooth, village and brown, looking through the cool, like a simple African mistress, don't you, mistress? Light up the sun, put toads under pillows, melt down the moon, turn the earth to powder. Yeah.
No! I'll do something much better and much worse than all those things together, my pet.
Alving dibble drink sword, Alving dibble drink sword, Alving dibble drink sword, Alving dibble drink White snake of darkness rise, white snake of darkness rise, white snake of darkness rise, white snake of darkness rise. This is worth living for. I tell you, this is worth living for. Transform into a white snake of darkness, poison the lake with evil venom. All the water in the kingdom drain away through a hole. Nothing left at all but darkness. Spring will cease to throb and to blow. All will fade like the bones of a dying man. Chilling the train of flesh every drop of rain. Still we steal the tears from the eyes of pain.
Princess, with this plan, you're really gonna make him know it. More power to you, sweetie. Pump it up. You give me chills.
My word! It seems that the best plan would be to return to the castle in all haste. I must warn His Majesty, the Princess Make-A-Know-It has devised and will soon implement this diabolical plan to sabotage the lake and the entire kingdom. I'm off!
Hey, Princess, sweetie, we got major stress. Like the Lady Chamberlain Zero did the big eavesdropping in about the white snake razzmatazz.
Don't just stand there purring, you foul feline. Get after her. Stop her before she gets to the lake or all is lost. Move, my pet. I must get to the lake.
Lady fair, swan white, lift thine eyes, perish the night by the light of mine eyes. Snowy earth towards the snow, o'er her river flashing low, soft
internal or deeper source might work a perfect cure.
Internal source? What's that? Like the kitchen sink?
No. If the princess could be made to cry, she might recover her lost gravity.
I could make her a bigger bowl of Brussels sprouts. That'd make me cry.
All right, how do we make her cry?
Oh! Hey,
Call the princess. Copycat?
no! Here's how we get the princess's gravity back. People in love are swept off their feet, while the princess has never been on. People in love say their hearts soar, they're on another echelon. If one in love, normal people go up. Then perhaps in love, the princess will come down.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, my schnookums?
Not you! Sweet! Yes, Papa?
Come here, darling. We're gonna make you cry now.
Okay, Papa.
Your Majesty, we have 2 professional beggars.
Yeah, professional. Professionals, huh?
Professionals, Your Majesty. They have the most tear-jerking, heart-wrenching story to tell, guaranteed to make the princess cry.
Now listen closely, dear.
Okay, Papa.
Your Majesty, I have the most horrifying news to tell you.
Not now, Chamberlain. We're trying to make the princess cry.
But sire.
Quiet now.
The first thing I remember is being born under a rock without a mother anywhere in sight.
A wet, slimy, scummy, dirty rock.
And my first memory is that of dampness, a horrible, chilling dampness that instantly chilled the blood in my newborn veins.
And gave us the cold that we've had for our entire life.
The kind of cold where your nose just goes forever.
Even when you sleep, so that your pillow is always wet the minute you lie down.
And we always sneeze. Whatever comes near us, because they're afraid of catching our cold.
And we always cough. So that no doctor will see us, because they all think we're too sick to save.
The people at movie theaters hate us and tell us to shut up all the time because we can't stop coughing.
But we can't stay away from movie theaters, because they're the only places we can go to get out of the cold, cruel weather in the winter when it's freezing cold.
Because we don't have a home, don't you know? We just move from gutter to gutter.
Garbage can to garbage can.
Dumpster to dumpster.
All the time wishing we could just stop walking so the blisters and bunions on our feet could heal and not hurt so much.
Your Majesty, this is all very touching, but I have much worse news that could bring tragedy upon the whole kingdom.
Chamberlain, I'll listen to you when they're done. But we're conducting an experiment to get the princess to cry. So quiet down.
I'm sorry to make a pest of myself, Your Majesty, but I'm afraid.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to remove your head if you don't be quiet.
But sire!
Quiet!
Continue.
Okay, as we were saying,
Without a mother,
or a father,
or a sister,
or a brother,
but you're both brothers.
No, other brother.
a real brother
A big brother.
who could protect us
And play ball with us.
and beat us up for our own good.
We had no family and no food.
And we crawled out from under a rock.
And we have a cold that drips from our nose.
Papa, I already heard this part.
Sire, you must listen.
Lady Chamberlain, why are you crying? Did that story make you sad?
We're not finished!
Yes, you are. Guards!
Yes, Your Majesty. Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes,
Yes,
Your Majesty.
It's quiet! Yes,
jump in the lake and watch yourself be drowned inch by inch.
Such insolence! Dear! Yes, my dumpling! The prince insulted me! Guard!
Yes, sire?
Off with his head!
Wait, Papa, I'm not finished with them yet.
Yeah, me neither. All right, stand back, everybody! Through good or bad, thin or thick, by my princess side, I'll always stick. Who did that?
I did.
Who are you?
The name is Bob. James Bob.
Are you a hero?
What?
Will you jump in the lake and be drowned to save me?
Sorry, my dear. I have a license to kill, not to be killed.
Off with his head! I like it. All right, Prince, into the pond! No! If you don't plug up that hole, I'll never speak to you again. Of course you won't. You said you were gonna die. Oh, yeah.
Threats will get you nowhere.
Right, you princeliness. Let me at him! Will you cut that out?
See, I'll give you a kiss. Will you sit beside me in a cute little boat and smile at me and hold my hand and feed me grapes and wine until the water rises over my eyes too?
Ew! No way! I'm not into all that kinky stuff. Why you I've had enough of this loony bin! I'll jump in the hole and save the lake, the princess, the kingdom, and whatever else needs to be saved.
But you can't do that.
Somebody's got to move this play along, but nothing. Hey, don't worry. It's not like I was a pivotal character or anything. I'm just hanging around fulfilling some lousy function dreamed up by some dumb playwright. That's the spirit, lad. Oh, who are you? I'm pat on the back. When things have gone silly but your decision's made, your pat on the back says you've made the grade. Grade? Ta! Kick in the pants to save the day! Oh, you stupid, 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 stupid prince!
What? Me? But I'm still alive.
You gave up the chance to die for a noble cause to prove your gallantry and worthliness of me.
But I did something better than all that. It took brains and cunning. Now we can be married.
Married? I'll never marry you. I'm so angry at you I could spit. Puh! That's it! Quick! Do it again! Do what again? Spit! Don't teach my daughter bad manners! Mama, I feel funny.
Don't you see? Water from an external source returns her partial gravity.
But water from an internal source returns all of her gravity.
So
Spit! Right, spit! Don't yell at your daughter! Princess, spit! Puh!
hey.
Hey, I can't move! That's because you found your gravity! At last! Put one foot down! Wow, wonderful!
princess on a peak. Put one foot down, wow, wonderful. Put the other foot down, so incredible. Who could have told me how good it would feel to put both feet on the ground? She's got both feet on the ground. She's got both feet on the ground. She's got both feet on the ground. Yeah!
Comfortable without it.
Good spinning, Lassie.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's go eat. I'm starved. Wait, what are we going to do about Princess Mako doing? She must be stopped. Oh, just send that Bond character after her.
You'll do nothing to me! I'll live on to seek my revenge in other ways. I'll plague you and your daughter and all of her children and all of their children forever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, Mamma Mia! Be still, my bumping and thumping heart! Who is this vision of exquisite beauty? This savory toll house morsel? This delicious mish? This creme de la creme de fromage? This pièce de résistance? My heart leaps from the frying pan to lay beneath the fire of your feet. I am Au June. Baby, you burn my bagels.
Cosmic.
Well, that should keep her busy. Now let's eat. We can't, dear. The cook's run after your sister. But our daughter found her gravity, the curse has been lifted, and the kingdom's water supply is saved. But I want to get married. I think I'm going to like gravity.
Nice right hook there, Lassie.
But I'm hungry. Wait, dear. Lady Chamberlain? Yes, milady. And the people of Lagobel lived happily ever after.
Hooray! For 16 years there's been a commotion 'cause the princess was deprived of her gravity. We call in the experts, heeded their notion to the point of depravity.
We
money and we got the directors and all the teachers some flowers.
We're going to clean up now, and then everybody can go.